First of all, I'm pretty excited I've gotten my mic. And today has been a really stressful day. I thought of a thousand different reasons of why I should not post today. But you know what they say, consistency is key. And on or in today's series of jobs in the fashion industry, I am going to be speaking on modeling. I had already made a an opening video prior to this one, but due to certain reasons, I cannot post it and I have to bleep certain things out that will most probably mess up my video. Uh, there's quite a bit to say. One being, I've got to my mic, pretty pumped about it. Two being, sure, hi, hi. Two being, I just left a networking event. Prior to that, I left a modeling casting. And modeling, one of the over glamorized jobs in the fashion industry. Lots of people think it's easy to be a model. They think anybody can be a model. They think modeling is very, very easy. They think so many things. But you know, like most jobs in the fashion industry, there is a lot of pressure that comes with it, and there's a lot of training, and modeling is definitely not exempt. I am of the thought process that models are like actors, but more still life, right? You bring a model a mood board and they put on the fit, they carry it how you want them to carry it, they exude the aura of the character you're trying to bring to life, and not just anyone can do that. In the Nigerian fashion industry, models are more or less a dime a dozen. There are tons of fashion agencies, and of course, like most industries, I guess, they are monopolized. And here in Nigeria, we have the big dogs. There's Fowler and there's Beth. A lot of things happen in these industries, but today we're not going to be talking about that. I'm not trying to drag anyone in the dirt, you know. I'm just here to, you know, talk to you if you're looking to become a model. First of all, I think it's very, very important to understand that you matter, right? Inclusivity is not something that is very common here in Nigeria, but it does not mean it's impossible, right? So, like I said, models are a dime a dozen, and a lot of them look the same, you know. So own what you have. And this is not also putting into consideration the fact that even these models, for them to, be noticed by the agencies that even scouted them or to be considered for certain jobs, they need to be somebody, which is why you see quite a number of models on the internet trying to build a social media following or build a business or build a name for themselves or just try to be somebody. And um modeling does not exactly pay much. I asked some models to give me like an approximate figure of how much they've made in 3 years, and they said 10 mil naira. That's not a lot of money, right? So you also need to put in discussion the fact that if you're entering modeling for the money, you need to think twice and again, because your agency, they're going to collect their own fee. And this is because I've been mentioning agency. First of all, before I go into freelance modeling, shout out to Timilolo Akinshola. She's a freelance model and probably one of the most fervent models that I have ever seen. She's not tall or slim according to modeling standards, but she's a model and she's pretty good at what she does, and I believe she's going to succeed. So shout out to her. So yes, freelance modeling is basically you going out to source your gigs yourself. And a lot of times these models, except you know people, you have connections, they do not really get into certain doors. One of those doors can be the Lagos Fashion Week. They do not announce their casting. Nobody knows when they cast, nothing, right? So what gets, and then you see Lagos Fashion Week and you see models walking, connection got them down. 90, if not all of those models are from agencies. So freelancing is not something a lot of models consider. They just try to get signed to a major or well connected agency. Yeah, there's that. So money wise, at least if you're starting up, like I said, someone told me 10 mil. She has been modeling for about 3 years and she has made about that amount. And if you are looking at skincare and you're looking at diet and you're looking at transportation to certain places. One, two, three. Okay, so I had to run right now. In an Uber on my way home, but I had to stay shooting. So, like I previously said, when you put like all of these things into consideration, it's not it's not that much of an amount, except you get jobs like consistently, right? So, if you're looking to become a model in the industry, the first thing that I would definitely advise you to do is make sure you're fit, make sure you're healthy, right? Make sure you're fit, make sure you're healthy. Modeling is a physically exerting job, you know, and you just want to make sure that you are down for that. Before I go into more of that, there are different types of modeling, right? There's commercial, um, there is beauty, there's face, there is hand modeling, there's editorial, there is the catwalk, the walk, runway, yeah, runway. So these are some of the types of modeling that there are. An example of commercial modeling is basically an advertisement of maybe Coca-Cola. The people that you see there can be regarded as commercial models. Then yeah, they're also high fashion models. Yeah, people who only do hot couture. They only do hot couture basically. Then editorials is um a bit more like dramatic, right? And runway, I think I think you kind of get the drift with regards to runway. Face, those people are mostly about makeup, yeah, makeup, beauty, right? Then there's also hair modeling. People have like really nice hair, and then there are different types of modeling. To be honest, like there are so many types. It's insane. The people who just model with their hands. That's for accessories, for jewelry, different types. So I would definitely advise you to look out for the ones that you want to do, and yeah, an advice, it's better to be, that's if you are trying to like make impact or um get quite an amount. It's best to be a or a big fish in a small pond, right? A big fish in a small pond. So you would want to specialize and do only a certain type of modeling. um but if you are trying to be a big fish in a big pond, that will probably take a bit of time, and you maybe want to touch certain areas, or you want to go into facets that are very populated, right? Like say runway. Yeah. So yeah, um backtracking to when I was talking about, if you want to be a model, of course you want to take care of yourself. You want to, if you are trying to get into beauty, okay, as previously said, you would definitely want to take care of yourself. If you're trying to get into beauty, you want to um trying to get into beauty, you want to take care of your skin. If you're trying to, just once you figure out what you want to do or where you want to be, take care of yourself, right? Groom yourself to a point where you believe you are suitable. And then when you get to that place and people point out, because I'm not even going to lie, and of course this is not me supporting unrealistic demands or expectations, but if someone points something out to you and you believe that it can be done, even if you don't believe it can be done, try. Just try. Anything that you can think is real. and just always seek to upskill, always seek to evolve, always seek to be a better version of yourself, right? And please remember that there's space for you. It's very, very important to remember that. I mean, Fenty, shout out to Fenty. They've definitely broken the bar with regards to that, and they've given models everywhere hope, I believe. So I'm always know there is space for you wherever wherever it may be. And also know that just because you're a model does not mean you should like throw away your education, right? There's a TikTok I saw where a model um began to strike poses and just do certain things from ancient geometry. It was insane. I mean, whilst other people may be able to do these poses, her knowledge of ancient geometry will definitely give her an edge. And you know what they say, no knowledge is wasted. So um invest in knowledge, invest in books, invest in good movies, invest in the right circles, go out, network. If you can pray, if you're a believer, and ask God to send people your way, because that. Okay, so today is hands down one of the most disorganized days that I've had, but I hope this today's drop was beneficial to you. Please do not forget to like, subscribe, and of course, share. If you've got any questions for me, feel free to drop them. And yeah, bye. Peace.